What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jordan from MyMelaninProject.com, where we conquer all things fashion, beauty, and life. I'm going to be showing you guys my nighttime skincare routine. And before we get started, I just want to say that I have oily to combination skin. I'm mostly oily around my forehead, on my nose, and around my mouth, and then the rest of the area is like normal to dry. And also, I'm not a licensed esthetician. I did not go to school for skincare or anything like that. These are just some of the products that I use that work for me and some tips that I have gained from licensed estheticians. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing I would do in my skincare routine is to take off any makeup using makeup wipes or micellar water, but I don't have on any makeup, so I'm going to hop straight into my routine. The first thing I'm going to do is use my Origins Checks and Balances Frothy face wash, and I got this face wash from Sephora a couple months ago, and I have been in love with it for two reasons. The first is that it caters to the oily and the dry spots on my face. It doesn't dry out my face like a lot of cleansers do that are made for oily skin. And the second reason that I love it so much is that it frosts up and foams up really nicely. It makes it feel like it's doing what I paid for it to do. So yeah, I love this cleanser. I use it about 4 times a week, every 2 nights. And on the nights that I'm not using this cleanser, I focus on exfoliation. So there are 2 types of exfoliation. There's physical exfoliation, and in physical exfoliation you use like a scrub, a face brush, anything like that, the cleansers with the beads in them, y'all know, the old school exfoliation, okay? And there is chemical exfoliation, and I use chemical exfoliation, and for that I use the Badescu Glycolic foaming cleanser. And so for the next couple minutes I'm going to talk to y'all about exfoliation while I keep washing my face. So chemical exfoliation uses ingredients such as glycolic acid, which is in the cleanser that I use, and it chemically dissolves the dead skin on your face. So that's what exfoliation is getting rid of the dead skin on your face. And in the past, I used to use those brushes and stuff, those brushes and those cleansers with the beads in them to get rid of the dead skin. But after watching the Golden Prescriptions video, which I will link below, on exfoliation, she talks about how those old methods of exfoliation can be very bad for us, and how they can cause micro tears on our skin, and how they can spread bacteria, and how they can be too harsh on our skin. So that's when I switched over to chemical exfoliation, and those acids can chemically dissolve away the dead skin, and it's going to leave your skin smooth without being too harsh. And I'm going to link her video down below because like I said, I'm not a licensed esthetician, so I don't want to say the wrong thing. And y'all know I dropped out of chemistry, so I'm just going to leave it to the people with the license. But yeah, make that switch to chemical exfoliation, y'all. It's so much better. It leaves my skin so smooth, and that's how you really get that glow. A lot of people have smooth skin, but if you want that glow, you got to exfoliate. You have to get rid of that dead skin. So check out her video below. She's a woman of color esthetician, so she's going to give y'all some great advice, and her tips are legit. So now, as you can see, I'm just rinsing off my Checks and Balances face wash. If I wasn't recording this video, I would probably have on a shower cap or something to, you know, protect my edges from getting wet. Y'all know I'm natural now, but since I'm on camera, you know, I just took that risk. And the next thing I'm going to do is a face mask. I don't do a face mask every night. I try to do one like twice a week. And today I'm going to go in with my Glamglow Super Mud Clearing Treatment. Y'all know this is one of my favorite face masks. It is my favorite face mask. I use this in my Mask Off Monday episode 1. And this face mask is from Sephora as well. And it's one of those face masks that are like mud or clay. And I love it so much because it just cleans my face. It unclogs my pores. It gets any dirt or, you know, any dirt or grime that I may have on my face. It clears it out. It gets rid of it. So yeah, I try to do a face mask about twice a week. I like to do this particular face mask on Sundays because I feel like that's the beginning of a new week and it should be the beginning of some new skin as well. So I just feel like this gives me clear skin for the rest of the week. And then maybe on Wednesday I'll do a hydrating face mask. And for that one I'll use the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Sheet Mask. That's the same mask that I used in my Mask Off Monday episode 2. And I like that mask because it's hydrating. Another misconception that I had is that oily skin does not need to be hydrated. But in fact, oily skin is dehydrated skin. Our skin is oily because it is dehydrated and it keeps creating oil to make up for the lack of hydration. So once I switched over to more hydrating products, I did see my skin being less oily and more controlled. So yeah, definitely, if you have oily skin, you want to make sure that you have some hydrating products in your routine. So I'm just continuing to put this on with that spatula. I got it from Target for a couple dollars. I just think it's cute. And that's just me being extra. You definitely don't need a spatula for a face mask. So after 30 minutes of letting that sit in, and you want to just make sure it's completely dry before you rinse it off, I'm going to rinse that off my face. Make sure I didn't get any in my hair, of course, but it looks like I did. And begin to pat that dry as well. If you use washcloths like me to dry your face, you just want to make sure that you're changing them pretty often, like almost every day, every 2 days, because they can hold bacteria and then you're just putting bacteria back onto your face. So the next step in my routine is to tone. I use 2 toners. One is Dickinson's Witch Hazel. I'm sure we're all familiar with that. It's pretty like basic. You can get it from any drugstore. And then the second toner I use is the Pixi Beauty Glow Tonic. I like this toner because it has that same glycolic acid in it that I was talking about earlier. So this toner will help to exfoliate and get rid of that dead skin. So that's the one I'm going to use tonight. But on nights that I use the Glycolic Foaming Cleanser, I would not use this toner because there's just too much glycolic acid and you don't want to over exfoliate your face because it can dry it out. It could be too much. It'll cause you to break out. You know, you want to use chemical exfoliants in moderation. So I just poured that on a cotton pad and I'm just sweeping it all over my face. And this toner not only will exfoliate my face, but it also will bring my skin back down to its normal pH balance after I cleansed it and everything like that. And the last step in my routine is going to be to moisturize. I use the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Moisturizer, which is from the same line of that Hydro Boost sheet mask that I was talking about earlier. I like this moisturizer a lot because it's very lightweight and it's kind of like a gel. It reminds me of like the same consistency of like maybe like an aloe vera gel or something like that. I don't like moisturizers that feel like lotion. I feel like those make my skin more oily than it already is. So that's why I like this. Another tip that I had for you all is if you want to know up your skincare game, but you think like some of the products are too expensive, go to Sephora and get samples. That is how I found my last cleanser. Just get some samples, try out what you like, and then buy it after you know that you like it, so you don't waste any money. But that's the end of my skincare routine. I hope you all liked this video. If you liked it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Bye.